Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's the day after race day. If you've not checked out the race day video yet, put a card up here. So yesterday, Monday, I didn't run. Rest day because I was feeling rather tired today. My legs feel a bit tired, but not sore or painful. So we're going to go ahead with today's interval session, which is 10 minutes easy, then half mile at interval pace, 2-minute walk recovery 5 times, and then 10 minutes cool down. So not too bad today, should be manageable. And I'm about to start the interval, so I'll see you soon. So the interval session is done. So I had to pretty much just get on with it and come straight back, so I didn't get a chance to film. But it went really well. So target pace for the intervals was between 8:20 and 8:40 minutes per mile pace, and the intervals were as follows: 8:17, 8:24, 8:18, 8:26, 8:33. So they were all bang on, you know, what they wanted to be. Actually, a couple were a bit too fast. Whoopsie. But yeah, overall it was good. I did find that the session wasn't too challenging. I mean, I always thought interval sessions you're supposed to come away absolutely exhausted. Don't get me wrong, I was tired at the end and it was a hot day, but I kind of feel like I could have done more. But I suppose because it's marathon training, the intervals aren't supposed to be quite as gruesome, because I suppose you've got all the long runs and everything else on top of that. I don't know. Again, yeah, it's the first time I've followed a proper marathon training plan, so not entirely sure what to expect, to be honest. But you know, when I did my first one virtually, I didn't do anything like that at all, so it's all good, I guess. Okay, so tomorrow then is going to be a rest day, and I'll be back on it on Thursday with an easy run, and then yeah, long run Friday, and that'll be it for the week. Just 3 runs this week, down week, and you know, my legs are still recovering from race day, so yes, worked out well. All right then, guys, so I'm going to sign off for now and catch you later on in the week. Hello there, it's Friday, and that means one thing for me: long run day. Although it's not as long today. So because we're on a down week, 12 miles easy, and that's it, nice and straightforward, I decided to opt for a change of scenery today. So I'm running along by the river Colne, and I'm going to do what's called the Wivenhoe Trail. So Wivenhoe is a small village next to the town where I live, and there's like a little trail path that you can run. So you run along the river. It's all like this at the moment, but it then will go onto a little trail path, which is not very technical. A few ups and downs. I just fancy something different, mix it up a bit today. It is a bit harder because it's slightly then uphill on the way home, but I'm sure I can manage. I'm actually struggling to go slow enough because it's so much cooler today. This morning it's just gone 6:30. It's about 14 degrees centigrade, which is a lot cooler than it has been. Generally this time of day it's been around 19-20 degrees, which for what feels like forever. So I'm really enjoying that this morning, although it has meant, oh, bunny rabbit, don't know if you can see that. There he goes, or she, where's he gone? Oh, it's over there, look, yeah. Can you see it? There it is, so cute. Aww. Right, anyway, back to the run. Sorry, this is not a wildlife documentary, but sure, like me, you appreciate a bit of nature when you're out and about. So over there, that's the local university. That's why you've got all the high-rise buildings. Quite unusual for Colchester, but there you go. Yeah, so like I said, because it's a bit cooler today, the running feels so much easier. I mean, you're only talking 4 or 5 degree difference. That feels huge. My Garmin watch performance was +4 today, which is crazy. Haven't had that for a long time. Not that I'm doing 10:25 at the moment pace, which is too fast for my planned easy pace, so I'll cool down a bit. Hopefully we'll get some nice scenic footage along here, something a bit more interesting for you to look at rather than just tarmac and houses. But, I've also got, you might notice I'm not wearing a running vest today, even though I'm doing a long run. Well, I still need water and nutrition for a 12 miler, even if it's easy, so I've got my Harrier trail running belt on today, which arrived yesterday, so I'm giving it its maiden voyage today. The plan is, if I get on with it, which touch wood seems to be so far, I'll use it for Chelmsford Marathon, because my flip belt is not enough capacity, but I don't want to wear a running vest for a race, because when you're doing race pace, I find it does make you extra sweaty. It makes the bottom of my back, where the vest isn't, feel horrible, sticky, uncomfortable, and it's just extra weight. So I said I'll do a little review of the belt, because I haven't seen anyone else review it. So stay tuned for that one, folks. I still haven't done that review of my shoes either, the Saucony Guide 15s, which Ali wanted me to do. So sorry, Ali, I need to get something up at some point. Said it wasn't really my intention to do kit reviews, but people want it. My opinion, I'll happily give it, although I wouldn't necessarily call it a review. Right, anyway, I'm slowing down a bit too much now because I'm too busy talking. So check back in maybe when we're on the proper trail. Although this is quite nice, isn't it? So we're starting to get a little bit of green come back now. Not a lot, but a little bit. Right, check in later. So 5.5 miles in, the sun's starting to come out now. I may have to put my sunglasses on in a minute. I'm reaching the main road now. So the way I came to Wivenhoe is kind of the back way through the trails, but there's also, I'm now approaching the main way. You'll come in by car, or one of the main ways. But yes, I haven't run through Wivenhoe properly before. It's quite nice. Lots of churches, quite a few pubs, not many shops. It does have its own train station, so it's quite a popular commuter town, because it is still quite oldie worldy and quiet, but at the same time the train station goes direct to London, so not direct as in it's direct train line, so you don't have to change at all. So you can work in the hustle bustle of London and then come home to your lovely quiet village life at the end of the day. Sounds perfect if you like that sort of thing. Personally for me, it'd be a little bit too quiet to live there, but it's a nice place to visit. So I'll go get to 6 miles and then just literally turn around and go back. So to be honest, I've probably seen all the entertaining stuff now because we're out on it's the main road to drag now. I'll just check in when I get home. Right, we're back. 12 miles easy. Great, really good, enjoyable run. So the route was a little bit trickier than I would normally do, not massively, but you know, I just fancied a change of scenery today, to be honest. You know, 12 miles is still quite a trek, really. So yeah, just wanted a bit of a change of scenery. You know, it does get boring running the same routes all the time. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of the footage as well about a little tour of Wivenhoe. Quite interesting. So might find another little village to explore perhaps next time I do my long run, which will be next week. So in terms of training for the week then, that is 22 miles done. So I did, sessions were, Tuesday was the interval session. That was around 4.5 miles in the end. Then Thursday was 5 miles easy plus doing some strides afterwards. So that took me to 5.5 miles. And then 12 miles today. So yeah, 22 miles in total. Good week. Yeah, I did deliberately plan that you know, the Clacton Half Marathon was planned to be in on that date, and one of the main reasons I did it is because I knew it was a down week this week as well, which is really good. So we'll be back to full steam next week. So next week is week 9 of the training. I can't believe over halfway through the training plan now. And it's really going to ramp up now, and it's not going to reduce until the taper, basically. So that's going to be interesting. Lots of long runs coming up, 18, 20, 22 miles a piece. So yeah, that's going to be challenging, but I'm sure I can do it. So as we're halfway through the training, I'm going to have share my thoughts on how I think it's going. So overall, I think the training itself is going really well. In terms of how that's going to translate to race day, I've still really got no idea, to be honest. This is the first time I've really stuck to a plan completely and not had a great comparison from before. Like I said, I have done one marathon before, but it's completely different. It was virtual. I stopped a lot, you know, when I was meeting my supporters, you know, standing around having a quick chat, refilling water bottles, etc. So yeah, that took a lot of time. I completely messed up the pacing, so I still don't really know. Did do a video. I don't know if you've not watched it. I'll stick a card up here. Take a look, just to explain how I've worked out how I'm going to pace this marathon. Speaking to people, again, I don't know. You know, there just seems to be a general consensus that, you know, your marathon time is going to be quite a bit more than just double your half marathon time. You know, a lot of people are saying, you know, around about half an hour extra, but I don't know. All I can do, try it on the day, aim for the race pace goal that I've been training for, and if it doesn't work out, I'm more than likely will come in under 4.5 hours. I do 4.5 hours for me is probably the A goal, really. But yeah, so sub 4.5 would be, I'd be absolutely made up with that. So yeah, whether it's 4:10, 4:15, 4:20, 4:25, it don't really matter that much, but I'm going to stick with the 4:10 training for now, because like I said, that's what I've been doing. And to sort of mix up that marathon pace now and change it halfway through, I might struggle then to get that pace for a while, but we'll see. So that's it then. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you've not checked out the Clacton Half Marathon race video yet, I do suggest you do. There's not a huge amount of race footage on there, but you know, it was a really good race, and it's quite relevant to the training that I've been doing. So you know, I'll stick a card up on that, and I'll put a link to that at the end as well. Other than that, I hope you had a good weekend of running, racing, training, whatever you were doing, and let me know how you're getting on, if you've got anything coming up, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.